Communications and Works Minister Mark Vanterpool says work on the National Sewage Project will draw closer to completion this year as work in East End progresses, promising that connections to homes in that area could begin in July this year.
Significant progress is being made to alleviate the sewage problems that have plagued the territory for many years. Work began initially in the more acute areas of East End, Longlook and Road Town, and to date, work is progressing smoothly to install gravity lines and pumping mains and construct sewage treatment plants. Madam Speaker, looking specifically at the sewage works in East End, Longlook, we have already completed the installation of approximately 1,700 feet of 18-inch gravity lines from Chapel Hill to Parham Town. Works have also begun on the installation of approximately 2,300 feet of 18-inch gravity lines from Long Swamp to Fat Hawks Bay. Madam Speaker, installation of gravity lines and pumping mains between Parham Town and James Young and between James Young and Long Swamp are on target to begin during the second quarter of 2015. The Ministry will be working with its various departments and will be installing the 10-inch pumping main between Long Swamp and Paraquita Bay towards the latter part of this first quarter, followed by the treated effluent line from the treatment plant to out to sea at Brandywine Bay. Madam Speaker, it is anticipated that household connections will begin by the end of July 2015, after all of the system components are installed.
Minister Vanterpool says work is also progressing for the setting up of sewage treatment plants at Paraquita Bay, Bird Point and Road Town, where work on a new pump station is expected to begin before the end of March. This as works continue on the Road Town sewage project.
Moving on to Paraquita Bay, Madam Speaker, where a sewage treatment plant is being constructed, I can report to this Honorable House today that site clearance works are complete, fencing has been erected, topsoil has been stripped and stored off-site, and filling operations are complete to the final level where the sewage plant will be located. Madam Speaker, mechanical equipment and other system components for both treatment plants at Paraquita Bay and Bird Point are on island, and the final components are due to arrive in the territory within this month. Work also continues to complete the treatment plant for Road Town, with civil works further advanced at Bird Point. Piling and backfilling works are 100% complete. Regarding the Road Town sewage project, Madam Speaker, to date, approximately 5,000 feet of new 12, 15 and 21-inch gravity sewer mains have been installed in the city center, with another 200 feet of 21-inch gravity mains still to be connected. As a result, Madam Speaker, a total of 4 pump stations have been decommissioned and 3 more are to be decommissioned when this component of the Road Town sewage project is completed. The designs for the upgrade of the main pump station in Road Town are being finalized, and work on the new pump station is expected to commence before the end of March.
According to Minister Vanterpool, works on the main pump station in Road Town to the treatment plant at Bird Point are expected to begin by mid-March. Works will be carried out in 2 phases, with consideration being given to connecting the expanded cruise pier facility. Minister Vanterpool also commented on works to improve water supply around Tortola. This, he says, includes installation of pipes and changing of old pipes. The minister says water supply around the territory has improved over the last 3 years.
Madam Speaker, recently it was necessary to undertake remedial works from the Island Bridge to Parham Town, Tortola, to rectify constant breakage in that area, as well as to cater to future needs in the area of our water lines, with the water lines. Upgrade works took place in the Sound, and accommodation was made for future increase in demands in other areas throughout the community of East End. Work will continue from Param Town to Long Swamp in a few weeks, Madam Speaker, and from Long Swamp to Paraquita Bay as we work along with the sewage pipe laying program. All of this work would help to eliminate constant breakage in the various communities, and we look forward to a more regular and consistent flow of water to our consumers in the territory. In addition, Madam Speaker, work to upgrade water pipes from Sabbath Hill along the Ridge Road to the Fort Hill Bellevue Junction and continue on to Chalwell will take place in the next 3 to 4 weeks. Madam Speaker, this is necessary to ensure the daily distribution of water from the Sabbath Hill Reservoir to King Garden Bay, while at the same time sending water to the Hannah Hill Reservoir. Upgrades to the water pump at Diamond would also be undertaken to facilitate an increase in water flow to areas including Borgers Bay, Josiah's Bay, Huntham's Gut, and the Long Bush. Meantime, Madam Speaker, the Water and Sewage Department is working steadily to change out the water pipes in a number of areas in Seacows Bay, especially from the well to the bottom of Hannah's Hill, including the area leading to the Seventh-day Adventist School. Madam Speaker, the department's aim is to have as many persons connected to the public water system as possible. We are aware that there are certain communities where the infrastructure is not yet in place to accommodate this. Areas such as Spring Gut, Hope Estate, parts of King Garden Bay, Burrows Bay and Spooners, Fort Hill, Hawks Nest, and others. Madam Speaker, we continue to explore the options, and I can report to this Honorable House that efforts are being made to have these areas connected within the coming months. I can confidently and accurately say that the water situation in the territory has improved tremendously within the last 3 years. The network has been expanded and strengthened. There are less disruptions in the supply and more areas are being serviced on a regular basis.
3 months after taking office in February 2012, government signed contracts to begin repair works in Road Town and East End and to upgrade the territory's water and sewage systems.